Hello everyone! If you're tired of the same old boring tourist destinations, then this list is for you. We've compiled the most unique and thrilling tourist attractions that are sure to get your adrenaline pumping. So start planning your next adventure and let's get it on. Ironically, first you'll need to conquer the stairway to heaven. Once you've made it to the top, you'll be faced with an incredibly dangerous path on Yellow Mountain, which stands at 2,100 meters above sea level. Forget your typical hike and trail. Here, you'll be walking on wooden planks that are anything but reassuring. Just imagine being suspended at a high altitude on a sheer cliff with this beneath your feet. It's not for the faint of heart, but if you're up for the challenge and can successfully hike the trail on one of China's 5 sacred mountains, you'll be rewarded with some of the most breathtaking views and a truly unforgettable experience.
Come on.
In some countries, due to their geographical location, building smooth and comfortable highways is not feasible. As a result, people have to navigate through extreme and challenging roads. Bolivia is infamous for its death road, which is widely recognized as the world's most dangerous road. Built in the 1930s, it was the only route connecting the capital to the rural areas, and residents had no choice but to risk their lives on this treacherous path. The road's danger is not just due to its location. But also because of how it transforms during rainfall. The water washes away the road, causing vehicles to slide down as if it were an icy surface.
This road.
Thankfully, once a safer alternative route was built, the locals stopped using the death road. Ironically, thrill-seeking tourists, particularly cyclists and motorcyclists, are drawn to this extreme route to experience an adrenaline rush. You're likely aware of the dangers of climbing Everest, but did you know that one of the most treacherous parts of the ascent is the Khumbu Icefall? Located at an altitude of nearly 5.5 thousand meters, the icefall is constantly in motion, making it a perilous place for climbers. Frequent icefalls only add to the danger. To navigate this already challenging path, climbers must rely on handrails, ropes, and ladders, but even these safety measures can't always guarantee protection.
Yes.
It's hard to imagine just how much someone must want to conquer Everest to willingly face the Khumbu Icefall. But for true thrill seekers, the chance to stand at the highest point on the planet is worth the risk. They'll even spend 10 hours climbing on ice to get there. When you think of a pool, you probably don't associate it with danger. But wait till you see the Devil's Pool in Victoria Falls in Zambia. During the dry season, tourists can not only swim at the top of the waterfall, but also right up to the edge. A small stone wall, formed naturally over the years, prevents people from falling off the cliff while still allowing them to see the rushing water below. You don't have to be an Olympic swimmer to enter the pool, so long as you're with experienced guides and follow the safety rules. But that's easier said than done, as the sight of the cliff can make even the bravest visitors hesitate. However, those who have dared to swim in the Devil's Pool say it's an unforgettable experience. You might think climbing a mountain would be easier if there were stairs, but that's not always the case. Take Hawaii's Haiku Trail, for example. Built in 1942 for military personnel to reach the antennas at the summit, the stairs are now used solely by tourists who dream of climbing the 850-meter-high cliff. The view is absolutely stunning, but it comes at a cost. Nearly 4,000 steps to the top.
Oh my gosh.
Some sections of the climb are so steep that tourists feel dizzy. But is it really the stairs, or perhaps the thrilling beauty of the landscape that takes their breath away? Crossing a suspension bridge can be scary enough, but it takes a whole new level of courage to climb the bridge at Huaxi World Adventure Park in China. The bridge is a whopping 518 meters long and 100 meters high, made entirely of strong glass panels. While some may think it's dangerous, the glass can actually support over 4 tons of weight. The real challenge for those with a fear of heights is resisting the urge to look down, as doing so only highlights the dizzying height. To add to the thrill, the creators of the bridge even added sound and graphics of cracking glass to make it even more heart-stopping. Can you imagine how unsuspecting visitors feel when they hear those sounds? Oof. The active volcano of Reykjavik is a top tourist attraction in Iceland, a country renowned for its stunning landscapes and natural beauty. Even seasoned travelers find this place awe-inspiring. Visitors love to hike to the base of the volcano and walk on freshly solidified lava. They can also witness eruptions from a safe distance. Guides recommend taking photos of the mountainous scenery, as the volcano's terrain changes slightly after each eruption, creating new lava fields. Being up close to a powerful volcano spewing hot lava is an experience beyond words. This incredible bridge in Switzerland emerged as a result of climate change's impact on the area. Previously, the Swiss Alpine Club cabins could be reached via the Trift Glacier, but due to melting ice, a temporary bridge was installed, which was later replaced by one of the longest and highest suspension bridges in the Alps. To get there, tourists need to take a cable car and hike uphill for an hour and a half. Only then can they cross the 170-meter-long bridge suspended 100 meters above the ground. Although it may seem challenging, mountain hikers frequently visit this unique spot. One of the most incredible trekking routes can be found in the Himalayas, but it's not for the faint of heart. If you dare to venture there, be prepared to conquer Shadar, a trek that involves crossing a river. While it's an amazing experience with breathtaking views, keep in mind that the temperature during the crossing season can drop to negative 30 degrees Celsius. The weather in the mountains can be unpredictable, making it challenging for inexperienced hikers to complete this route. You'll need to trek about 15 kilometers per day in freezing conditions. But don't let that discourage you. With proper preparation, you'll be rewarded with stunning landscapes that will make all the difficulties worth it. Thrill seekers eager for an extraordinary mountain adventure often choose this exceptional route in Austria. In addition to the regular ascent, adventurous souls are dared to traverse a suspended staircase that bridges two peaks. The stunning 40-meter-long staircase is undeniably the most exhilarating part of the journey. It is here that even the most courageous individuals may find their limits. Hovering high above a vast chasm, the relatively delicate structure quivers with every step taken by daring hikers. Envision the adrenaline-pumping, hair-raising experience of climbing a swaying, wind-battered staircase at such remarkable heights. This destination is undoubtedly not suitable for the faint of heart. Jacob's Well, located in Texas, is a one-of-a-kind spot. This ever-flowing spring boasts an amazing underwater cave that's 37 meters deep. Experts have thoroughly explored the spring and found that it has two channels. One stretches 1.5 kilometers, while the other is 300 meters long. Despite the concerns and fears of folks with thalassophobia, it's totally possible to swim in this reservoir. Just keep in mind that venturing deep into the cave requires special gear and being a skilled diver. It might be a bit scary to be underwater in a tight space, so make sure you're ready for that kind of adventure. But don't worry, plenty of people visit just to swim in the spring and snap some gorgeous pictures. If you're someone who gets dizzy on a Ferris wheel, then this place is not for you. But if you're an adrenaline junkie and love breathtaking views, then pack your bags and head to central China to visit the Jingongling Outdoor Sports Base. Here you can put your courage to the test and climb mountains with 3 different routes available: 650, 850, and 900 meters. However, even the beginner level is not for the faint-hearted and is only suitable for professionals or true daredevils. In addition to conquering the mountains, you'll have to walk over an abyss on ropes and wobbly suspension bridges that sway in the wind. It's enough to make anyone's knees shake just at the sight of it. But despite the challenges, this park is always bustling with people who want to push their limits and experience the thrill of standing on a cliff high above the ground. One of the most remarkable tunnels in the world can be found in China's Taihong Mountains. What makes it so unique is that it's carved inside a rock and its walls remain untouched. Unlike other tunnels, its walls are not made of concrete, but natural rock. Traveling through this tunnel gives you a sense of being closer to nature, especially since it's not completely enclosed. There are around 30 windows along its 1.2-kilometer length, which were initially used for removing debris during construction, but now let in light and offer tourists stunning views of the mountains. You've probably already pictured yourself driving through this incredible tunnel. It may seem unbelievable, but for some, climbing Mont Blanc is a classic mountaineering experience. However, one group of climbers stumbled upon something extraordinary, a cave made entirely of ice, which they dubbed the Cave of Dreams. Despite the presence of a small waterfall eroding the ice, the climbers were undeterred and trusted in the stability of the glacier and their own skills. They descended into the cave and then climbed back up. Taking in the sound of the water and the stunning scenery, it must have felt like they were on another planet as they looked around. Machu Picchu is a well-known destination, but have you heard about one of the most popular hiking trails nearby? Tourists can tackle the Stairs of Death. For an adrenaline-filled experience. The hour-long route starts with climbing narrow, steep stairs inside a cliff, which aren't always well lit, making it hard to see what's ahead. But that's just the beginning. To reach the top of the mountain, you'll have to conquer even steeper and sometimes slippery steps, some of which are perched precariously on the cliff face, seemingly floating above the abyss. It's a challenging journey, but did you really think seeing the ancient Inca city from a bird's eye view would be easy? Here is another extreme staircase, this time in Switzerland. It winds through a mountain range, offering breathtaking views of the majestic Alps. But climbing the staircase and walking these trails is not for the faint of heart. The stairs are pretty old, and the trails are narrow and winding. Plus, the altitude can be a problem for some people. However, those who've dared to conquer this trail say it's absolutely worth the effort. Doesn't this look like the entrance to the underworld? That's why it's called the Door to Hell. Its actual name is Darvaza. This jaw-dropping crater, spanning 60 meters in diameter, wasn't set ablaze for a video stunt. Well, at least not in this century. Back in 1971, geologists stumbled upon a massive deposit of natural gas at this site. They decided to ignite the gas, believing it would burn out in just a few days, making the area safe for people and animals. Unfortunately, they miscalculated badly. The crater has been burning non-stop for over 50 years now. Rumor has it that some unique bacteria reside at the crater's bottom, not found anywhere else on Earth. Despite the site's allure and mystery, it's not suitable for living nearby, as the continuous gas flaring impacts the locals' lives and health. Experience the unique thrill of traveling by cable car in an open cabin in Switzerland. Nestled atop Stanzerhorn, nearly 2,000 meters high, lies one of the stops along this historic cable car route. This is a must-visit destination on your Swiss adventure. That is, unless you have a fear of heights. You might assume that cable car rides are commonplace, but none can compare to the stunning, unobstructed views you'll witness here. Moreover, the chance to ride in an open cabin is exclusive to this location, making it a one-of-a-kind experience worldwide. Picture yourself marveling at the breathtaking scenery, all while being embraced by the crisp, mountainous Swiss air. The mere thought is enough to send shivers down your spine. Drakensberg Mountains are among South Africa's most stunning and towering ranges and stretch an impressive 1,000 kilometers, soaring to nearly 3,500 meters in height. A variety of breathtaking trails weave through these mountains, each with its unique allure. Novice hikers may opt for the shorter paths, while seasoned trekkers often test their skills on the challenging 300-kilometer route. Due to the mountain's distinctive terrain, tourists will find iron stairs installed in certain areas to facilitate climbing. Though not an easy feat, these stairs provide the only means to ascend the rugged peaks. It's worth noting that chain ladder steps lack safety equipment. Via Ferrata are specially designed hiking paths that traverse mountains and cliffs, complete with iron steps for the convenience of adventurers. Ideal for beginners, these trails are a popular choice for those looking to try rock climbing for the first time. Several of these routes can be found in Norway. With the guidance of experienced professionals and the use of appropriate equipment, novices can ascend mountains and even traverse a rope stretched between two peaks, making for an unforgettable experience. Typically, beginners might be hesitant to tackle such challenging terrain. However, these routes allow them to feel on par with seasoned climbers while also enjoying breathtaking views they previously could only admire on postcards. Would you dare to jump into a massive cave? Many tourists and thrill seekers do so with great enthusiasm. Nestled in the mountains of Mexico, this cave is renowned as one of the world's most famous cave mines. While some visitors prefer to admire the cliff from a safe distance, daring adventurers crave more and choose to rappel into the cave or parachute into the abyss. With a depth of 512 meters, it's an ideal spot for such pursuits. However, you should be careful. During the descent, the cave's bottom remains hidden from view. Imagine the heart-pounding terror of plunging into this void. Conquering a mountaintop trail is a dream adventure for any climber, and in the UK, you can make it a reality. Brace yourself for a hike along a breathtaking mountain ridge, soaring 1,500 meters above sea level. If you want to feel like you're on another planet, lace up your boots and explore the breathtaking canyons of Utah. Surrounded by towering red rocks, this adventure promises to be unforgettable. The canyons cater to all skill levels, from beginners to experienced hikers who effortlessly navigate the wide gaps between the rocks. Some adventurers, however, seek to venture off the beaten path into areas where few dare to tread. Be prepared though, such excursions can be challenging, with some gorges requiring a bit of a scramble to exit. Another factor to consider is the weather. During rainstorms, the canyons can quickly flood, so it's crucial to make a swift exit and steer clear of the rocks. The amazing Morne Trois Pitons National Park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site that can be found in Dominica, an island in the Caribbean. This park is home to a unique boiling lake, about 70 meters wide, making it the second largest hot lake in the world. The lake is nestled among high cliffs and is always shrouded in a misty cloud of steam. Many years ago, scientists measured the water temperature at the lake's edges and found it to be a scorching 92 degrees Celsius. Just imagine how hot it must be in the center, where the water is still bubbling away. Taking a dip in this lake is definitely not a good idea, as it's not your typical hot spring. Even standing near the lake, you can feel the intense heat radiating from the water. That's why most tourists prefer to admire this unusual lake from a safe distance and explore the beautiful mountain trails instead. In China, there's an incredible spot where you can feel like you're on top of the world. It's called Buddha's Hand, and it is a statue perched on Fuxi Mountain, right above a deep gorge. The statue's unique design lets visitors climb its steps and take a seat on the palm, all while soaking in the stunning views. Even though you'll find plenty of folks online saying they wouldn't dare climb Buddha's Hand, tourists still snag tickets and make their way up, legs shaking and all. Oh, and there's no special gear for this climb, so you'll just have to rely on your own caution. No need to join the circus to ride a tightrope on a bike. Many countries have unusual attractions that swap typical zip lines for an extreme cycling experience. Two ropes are usually stretched between two mountains, one for the bike and the other for the rider's safety. As you pedal, the bike might wobble a bit, making you feel like you're about to tumble. But don't worry.
Really, Natalia? Okay, yeah, she's shaking her head. Yeah. Okay, unfortunately, we have created a diversion. There's bait attached to the pier, and yes, it's taken the bait. So
Okay, nobody panic. Everybody stay calm. Okay, all right. Everything's not gonna be fine. Everybody panic.